Hello everyone. So after the Jantar Mantar protest, now in India there is another movement that is Reservation Hatao Andolan. So what are the legal provisions of reservation in India? So to answer this question, I would like to invite Dr. P.P. Mitra sir. Go.
Okay, Shubham, if you see that here the issue of reservation is coming, which is very age-old concept in our India. Time to time, this concept has come several times, and this it has a various facets, sociological, as well as if you see from justice point of view. I'm just telling from the constitutional point of view. If you see after the constitution, there is a provision of Article 46 where scope is given, directive principle of state policy is there, where state can make the law for the development of for the social justice, for the development of the weaker section of the society, and that is the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes mainly. And on this basis, as you can remember, there is a old case was there from the Madras which went to the ultimately to the Supreme Court regarding the reservation issue in the educational institution, and that was the Champakan Dorairajan versus State of Madras, where issue came between the one side their right to equality, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. If you see that right to equality is coming here, and the other side directive principle of state policy, state can make the law. But here issue came that state can make the law, but that is the up to certain limit. And you know, immediately after on that time, B.R. Ambedkar was the law minister of our country, and your amendment first through the first amendment, 15.4 was inserted and 16.4 was inserted. Both were inserted regarding the promotion or a reservation, just to justify the constitutional validity of the reservation policy if state is making any policy. That is the legal issue. Then another issue came during the 80s and 90s. If you see, OBC issue came on that time, whether OBC should be included as this socio-economic backward, or this backward means what type of backward they are telling, socially and economically backward, socially educationally backward. So that's why on this background, one committee was made, that was Mandal Commission. Before that, there are so many commissions were there. The Karlekar committee was there. But mainly the Mandal Commission, another hue and cry came on that time. And Indra Sani case in 1993, another landmark case in this field, where court gave some guidelines, and those directions were very important. That is known as the Indra Sani guidelines. And on the basis of this thing, as I can remember, two important issues are coming, according to me. I think so. That is, the first is the reservation cannot be more than the 50%. Whatever reservation you are making, the whole reservation collectively cannot more than the 50% of the whole seats for the educational institution or any kind of public service also. And another concept came, that is a creamy layer. Reservation is just to promotion of the socially and economically backward people. But how long they will be the backward? So that's why who are getting the benefits of the who are getting some benefits already, they cannot avail such type of things. So that's why one Ramnanan Sahai committee, Ramnanan committee was made, as I can remember. That committee recommended the list who can become the can come under purview of this type of creamy layer. So here issue is coming. All of this is a story, and later, you know, very later, there a question came about the very recent time about the economically weaker section of the society. So this is a legal legal and constitutional. So many judgments came time to time, whether reservation in the case of the promotion also, and that's where 16.4, 16B were inserted. Then backlog thing is there. Consequential seniority came into existence. In the seniority matter, how the seniority will be guided. So many issues were there in the case of reservations. But I think the main Champakan Dorairajan was one landmark. Then your Indrasan was landmark case. Then time to time, a Nagraj case was one of the important guidelines. So time to time, these cases came just to develop the concept of this reservation jurisprudence. Main principle is coming here, That is the one is a libertarian justice, another is the egalitarian justice. Both are telling about justice. If you see libertarian justice is telling justice must be there, that must be on the basis of liberty, some benefits to equality among the equals. And egalitarian justice is telling, if you see there's justice point of view, that equality should be there and justice must be on equality oriented. I'm not going in detail. This is another theory is coming here. So that's why if you see reservation is mainly based on the concept of the libertarian justice. Means people, some group of people, they suffered a lot for time memorial. So state is giving some betterment for their scope. This is the whole objective of the reservation.
Sir, now the question comes, as the current movement is going on, reservation is still existing in this country. So the movement, the supporters of this movement, they are saying that we want reservation, but the criteria should be different. The criteria they are suggesting, that is, reservation should be given to those who are economically weaker, irrespective of his caste, creed, sex. Then reservation should be given to a person who is an orphan. Third, reservation should be given to a person who is the son or daughter of any person who has sacrificed his life, basically the member of armed forces. And the last one is reservation should be given to a person who is especially abled person. So I just want to know your opinion whether the reservation on these four ground is correct as per the current societal nature, societal function. So please go.
Shubham, if you see here, the question is coming on the point of view of constitutional structure. Our constitution is telling two issues are there. One is socially and economically backward or weaker. So socially and economically, that thing should be taken into consideration as the constitutional format is there. Now, if you are telling here, question is coming that for the this who is differently able or disabled people, they already, like, as I can remember, there is a law. One existing law is there. Just for the service matter, they are being protected under this law. Another issue is coming for what you told, orphans. Orphan that may be taken into consideration if you can prove it is socially backward, if they are socially backward and they are economically not able person, and if you see the army person, the means the orphan due to the army, or anyone who become the parentless, or the one or either of the parent who has served for the army country. This is the one of the, I think this is the idealistic matter. So here it may be also taken into consideration. No illegality is there. The only yardstick is the socially and economically backward. If you can prove those are socially and economically backward or weaker, then all of these can come under a purview of such type of reservation. So state policy should be framed in such a manner that the existing constitutional structure they may be they may be brought under the purview of this socially and economically weaker section of the society.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Thank you, everyone.